Hey, TraderGuff here. As a stock options trader, I do a written review of my trade of the day every day. So here it is, my trade of the day, Facebook. Things have been pretty light and pretty easy going on the desk lately. Just trying to play some simple setups, make some really high probability plays. Facebook, we'll actually start from the big picture. Yesterday we saw some really choppy price action. There wasn't much trend to it, actually no trend at all. You can see by the flattening VWAP here. As opposed to the last couple days, if you look at SPY, we've been seeing the overall downward trend. But yesterday, for fear of the FOMC meeting today at 2 o'clock, there's been a lot of traps being set and a lot of chop being played. So that's the big picture. The top down on Facebook is that Facebook's earnings resulted in a huge capitulatory topside action where pretty much everyone was buying like crazy, and we've been seeing this upward channel begin to form. I was looking for either the break to the top side of this channel to test this 216 range, or a break to the bottom side of this trend line to play to the 207 range. So if we jump into the play-by-play, initially on the break of PM lows and moving lower towards this 209.95 level, on the first low and close below the VWAP in the converging 21-day moving average, I entered as we came up. You can see this wick here. We tested this level, and as we were coming back down, I entered on this candle here. We proceeded to retrace as the VWAP was still sloping and we were still converging. Those are the indicators that I look for that were moving in the direction that we're basically trading with the direction of the stock. As we came up and we're about to test the VWAP, we rejected that test, and I pretty much loaded at around the same cost basis that I had beforehand. I grabbed the contract off this 209.50 level. I was playing that level all the way to this 207 support. As we came down, test that 207 support, I noticed that we had some increasing volume after the open. You know, it's rising volume, probably indicating that this was the final downside move. So as we tested 207 actually almost, and then wicked back up past the support, that's when I took my two contracts off. That was a nice little $1.50 move right there, and I suspected due to the flattening VWAP that we would have been able to rinse and repeat this trade today, so that's what we did. As Facebook came up, tested the VWAP, I actually entered here on this candle at 933 on the anticipation for the further test downwards, but as I entered, we got wicked back and we ended up closing a bit higher. I was holding through these levels here. You know, I should have sold. One of my rules is sell as we break below the VWAP and then make a close above it, but we weren't making the higher low above the VWAP, so you know there's a little bit of conviction to still stay in the trade, and so that's why we did. Upon the next candle, we just saw really low volume, meaning that like the stock was exhausted. It didn't have any more room to move. And as we broke below VWAP and heading towards the 21-day, I knew that we were going to be falling towards that level once again. So I bought another contract so that we were too long or too short rather here. To play for the move to 207.37. So from here to upon testing 207.30, this 207 level, I knew that we were going to at least test low a day. I was going to hold my contract for the low a day, given that we were probably going to make a double bottoming pattern, and I was short too, you know, well exposed to the move, and that was a nice little $1.70 move that we caught there. You know, a nice little rinse and repeat, come down, reject off the VWAP, come down, test support again, and you know, it was just very standard, very simple plays today, and that was my trade of the day. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow.